Good morning and welcome to Lakewood Next Daily Devotions. Welcome to Monday. Hope it's going to be a great week for all of us. I want to share with some scriptures with you this week. We're going to keep it short and sweet, look at a couple of scriptures each day, but really zero in on one sentence or one phrase as we work through some things. We're in Matthew chapter 9, and I'm going to read just a couple of verses here from Matthew chapter 9, verse 27. It says, "And as Jesus passed on from there, two blind men followed him, crying aloud, 'Have mercy on us, Son of David.' When he entered the house, the blind men came to him, and Jesus said to them, 'Do you believe that I am able to do this?' And they said to him, 'Yes, Lord.' Then he touched their eyes, saying, 'According to your faith, be it done to you.' And their eyes were opened. And Jesus sternly warned them, 'See that no one knows about it.' But they went away and spread his fame throughout all the district." So Jesus heals these two blind men, but there's just a phrase, there's a sentence, some words of Jesus that just jumps out at me that I want to speak with you about today. When Jesus looks at them and he says these words, "According to your faith, be it done to you." According to your faith, be it done to you. And I can't read this passage without those words kind of echoing in my mind and heart. And what I begin to ask myself when I read that is, where is Jesus saying this in my life? Where is he saying that in your life? If Jesus was to say to us today, "Be it done to you according to your faith," where is it that he might be speaking that over our lives? Now listen, I want to stay balanced in what I talk about. Sometimes we read passages that all by themselves, if we just take that passage, it can lead us into some difficult interpretations and trying to understand exactly what Jesus meant. And I want to encourage you that we need to learn to interpret Scripture, the balance of Scripture, all of Scripture together. The illustration that I like to share sometimes to understand how we need to interpret Scripture is much like driving a car. And when you're driving a car, you have several mirrors that you look at to be able to see what's behind you. And if I'm looking at my left mirror over here in my car, the picture that I see behind me, is that accurate? Is it true? Am I seeing something accurately? And the answer is yes, I am, but that mirror has a certain emphasis. And if I'm looking at my rear view mirror, is the picture behind me accurate? It is, but it's also incomplete. And so that's very much the way that we need to interpret Scripture at times, in the fact that we need to look at all of the mirrors. We need to look at all of Scripture to get the clear picture and understanding that we need to have. So I don't want to get out of balance here, but I do want to let Jesus say what he wants to say. And when he speaks to these blind men, he says, "According to your faith, be it done to you." Okay? So the million-dollar question for you and me is this: are there things that God is willing to do and wants to do in our lives that our lack of faith is hindering, is holding back? That's the million-dollar question. What is it in our lives right now that God is wanting to do, but because of my lack of faith, my lack of belief, then those things are not happening? Where is Jesus speaking this over your life? Be it done to you according to your faith. That's a lot to think about. And I want to leave that with you today. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about what it is that God may be wanting to do in your life. He's maybe wanting to do in my life if I would trust him more, if I would believe for it, as we've talked about in the past, if I would ask for it, if I would seek. So today, as you think about what's next in your life and you think about what's next in your relationship with God, I want you to think about this. Where is Jesus saying this in your life? Be it done to you according to your faith.